Hello students, today we are going to study moving coil galvanometer, magnetic dipole moment and last magnetic potential energy of a dipole. So let us start the today's topic, that is moving coil galvanometer. So galvanometer is a device which measures or detects small current. It measures or detects the small current. So let us see the diagram. In this diagram, it consists of a coil of several turns mounted in such a way that it can freely rotate about a fixed axis in a radial uniform magnetic field. A soft iron cylindrical core makes the field radial and strong. Also, this coil rotated due to a torque acting on it as the currents flow through it. This is the north pole, south pole. This is the moving coil. This is your iron core, stationary, and this is your spring. So, if we place this coil is like this. It consists of N turns. This coil consists of N turns. This is the fine wire. This is north pole, south pole, and a spring. If we place the coil like this, then we know that the forces F1 and F3, also F4 and F2, these forces are equal, F1 and F3 are equal and opposite, and both act along the same line. Also, F2 and F4, these are the forces which are equal and opposite, and both act along the same line. Therefore, F1 and F3 will also cancel out each other, and F2 and F4 also cancel out each other. Therefore, there is no presence of torque. So, whenever we have to place the coil in this north and south pole, in between the north and south pole, we can place this coil like this, because of when there is consider this diagram. In this diagram, these two forces, due to the horizontal forces not having the same line of action, therefore there gives us some torque. As the current to be measured is same to coil, a torque acts on the coil. What is the formula of torque? Torque T is equal to torque tau is equal to NIAB into sin theta, where N is the number of turns, I is the current in the coil, A is the area of the coil, theta is the angle between area vector A and vector B. Also, B is the strength of the magnetic field. Area vector is perpendicular to the plane of the loop. As the coil rotates, fine wire and spring start twisting. Let us see here. As the coil is rotating, the fine wire and the spring start twisting. Whenever there is a twisting, these develop a restoring torque. They develop a restoring torque in fine wire and a spring. That is, the torque restoring is equal to K into phi. K is constant, called as the torsional constant. So, as the coil starts rotating, restoring torque in fine wire and spring keeps on increasing. At one point, the applied torque due to current is balanced by restoring torque. So whenever we have the current will be passed through in this whenever the current will be passed, then this coil having some torque, and due to this torque the fine wire and spring it produce a restoring torque, and this restoring torque, when the restoring torque it start whenever the coil will be starts rotating, restoring torque in the fine wire and spring keeps also increasing, and at one point the applied torque due to the current is balanced by the restoring torque. Therefore, the torque applied is equal to the torque restoring after twist. So, torque applied is equal to torque restoring after twist of phi 0. So, what is the torque applied? That is equal to NIAB sin theta is equal to K into phi. So, I is equal to K upon NAB sin theta into phi. That is, I is proportional to phi upon sin theta. We remove here sin theta by using we use the radial field. What is the radial field? In first diagram we have see here, we can use the radial field, that is the iron core. Radial field is a cylindrical magnet. We use the cylindrical magnet and soft iron core. This is your cylindrical magnet and soft iron core. The soft iron core, it is a strong ferromagnetic material. It forces all the magnetic field lines to pass through it. All the magnetic field lines, these are the all magnetic field lines will pass through the core. Will pass through it. In any situation inside the radial field, vector A is perpendicular to vector B. That is, theta is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, sin theta is equal to sin 90, and that is equal to 1. So that there is a sin theta is always 1. Therefore, in this equation or in this moving coil galvanometer, we can use the radial field so that the angle between A and B is 90 degree. Therefore, sin theta is equal to 1. So, the plane of current loop is always perpendicular to vector B. That is, theta is equal to 90 degree. Also, the soft iron core increases the magnetic field B. Therefore, the torque applied is equal to torque restoring. That is, NIAB is equal to K constant into phi. Therefore, I is equal to K upon NAB into phi. So, these are the constant quantity. Therefore, I is proportional to phi. I is proportional to phi. And that is the phi is proportional to I. That means, whenever the current will be increases, whenever the current will be increases, the deflection of this circuit, deflection will be also increases. Deflection will be also increases. That is, the more current, it gives the more deflection. So let us see the new topic, magnetic dipole moment. In electrostatics, we have seen that the electric dipole, that is, consider a two charge minus q plus q, and the distance between the minus q and plus q, that is the two charge, in between two charge the distance will be twice L. Therefore, the electric dipole moment P vector P is equal to q into 2L. This is the regarding electric dipole moment. Then what is the magnetic dipole moment? consider a magnet. This is the north pole, this is the south pole, and this is the small m is the pole strength. Then also it is called as the magnetic strength. Therefore, the magnetic moment, it is also called as the magnetic dipole moment, is equal to small m into twice L. That is the pole strength into the distance between these two north and south poles. The direction of this magnetic pole, direction of the magnetic dipole moment is south pole to north pole. Here see here there is a direction of south pole to north pole, south to north, and that is the magnetic field. When the magnetic field is outside, then always the direction, always the north pole to the south pole, north pole to the south pole. But in inside, magnetic field in inside, it goes from south pole to north pole, south pole to north pole. So south pole clockwise there is the south pole, and anti-clockwise the north pole. Then what is the magnetic dipole moment? Magnetic dipole moment is defined as the product of current and area vector. That is, m is equal to vector m is equal to current I into area vector A. Suppose we have considered this is the current carrying wire, and this is the south pole, and this is your north pole. Then it gives us a current, and this is the area vector. Suppose we have considered the number of coils, then the magnetic dipole moment M is equal to N I A. N is the number of turns, number of coil turns, I is the current, and A is the area vector. So we know that tau is equal to, that is the torque, is equal to NIAB into sin theta. So we know that the NIA is equal to M, magnetic dipole moment. Therefore, tau is equal to MB into sin theta. So we replace MB sin theta, that is tau is equal to cross product of vector M into vector B. What is M? M is the magnetic dipole moment, and vector B is the magnetic field. Therefore, tau can also be written as P cross product of P into E, that is vector P into vector E. What is P? P is the electric dipole moment, and E is the electric field. So when we use the magnetic field, tau is equal to M into B, and electric field, tau is equal to P into E, cross product of P into E. Then the last point, magnetic potential energy of a dipole. A magnetic dipole freely suspended in a magnetic field possesses a magnetic potential energy because of its orientation in the field. So, the potential energy U of an electric dipole in an electric field E is equal to capital U is equal to minus P dot E, minus vector P dot vector E. Therefore, analogously, the magnetic potential energy of a magnetic dipole M in a magnetic field B is given by capital U is equal to minus M dot P. M is the magnetic dipole moment and B is the magnetic field. Also, it can be written as U is equal to minus M dot B cos theta, where theta is the angle between magnetic dipole moment and the magnetic field B. So, using this equation, there are some cases, that is the two cases, whenever the magnetic potential energy is maximum and minimum. So, consider a case first. In case first, if theta is equal to 0, this is your equation, U is equal to minus M dot B cos theta. If theta is equal to 0, then cos 0 is equal to 1. Therefore, therefore the magnetic potential energy capital U is equal to minus mv. So this is the minimum potential energy of a magnetic dipole in a magnetic field. That is, when the magnetic dipole moment and magnetic field are in parallel to each other. When the theta will be 0, when this magnetic dipole moment and magnetic field both having a parallel, both are parallel to each other. Therefore, theta is equal to 0 and U is equal to minus mv. That means it gives the minimum potential energy when these two are in parallel position. In case 2, if magnetic dipole moment and magnetic field are in anti-parallel to each other, both are anti-parallel to each other, then if theta is equal to 180 degree, U is equal to minus mv cos of 180. Cos 180 is equal to minus 1. Therefore, U is equal to mv. Minus plus. Therefore, U is equal to mv. This is the maximum potential energy of a magnetic dipole in a magnetic field. That is, when magnetic dipole moment and magnetic field are anti-parallel to each other. Therefore, the magnetic potential is maximum when the magnetic dipole moment and magnetic field are in anti-parallel, and it is minimum when the magnetic dipole moment and magnetic field B are in parallel position. So, thank you.